Welcome to Graya Overload. I'm Anthony, and I'm going to be reviewing the PDP Talon Media Remote for the Xbox One. After buying the Xbox One X, I kind of knew I wanted to move towards it to be more of a media box and my center of my media cabinet, I should say. And needed something to be able to go through and make that transition easier, especially for my wife, and so that she was able to understand and move across. I think the Xbox, she's been great about the Xbox and how it's been easier for her overall to do stuff now. It's much simpler interface than always having to go to the computer I had before. But, still, that controller takes about 2 seconds to turn on, connect, and everything else. And I wanted something more seamless. So I was looking at the Xbox, Microsoft Xbox remote, and then I settled on the PDP Talon media remote. And so this guy here, you can see a little bit, there's all the buttons and the layout there. And if I move it a little bit, you can kind of tell it turns on. And so all the buttons light up. All the buttons except for the A, B, X, Y. And one benefit to this remote is that it does have the A, B, X, Y, right? So if you have apps that don't all use the media keys or they aren't programmed, you still have those A, B, X, Y to be able to navigate wherever you need to as well. So that was one added benefit that I liked about this remote as well, because I didn't know where I would need them or anything else. So you have the main Xbox button, and that will turn on your Xbox. This is using IR too. I should mention that as well. But overall, it just works. It uses two AA's as well, and since I expect battery life is going to be great on this. I don't have to change the batteries as often as you do with a controller, whatnot. But as you can tell, also one big concern I have with this remote, especially with two kids, or I should say three kids. One's not old enough to use the remote yet. Is that you get some little dings and scratches on there that you can kind of see, and the camera's actually picking them up much better than what I can see them in real life. There's more of a smudge on here, but I have noticed I've tried to clean up the remote so that, and it's just this top coating. I don't know what it is, but it's something I'll update you if I'm having a major issue with it later on if it's peeling. But then again, this remote was only like $20, so I'm not too concerned with it here. And I don't know what the price is outside of the United States, but I was able to find this for about $20 in the United States. And I figured for $20, it's not a bad investment to just be able to go and get a remote, hopefully ease that transition, help out being able to go through with navigating the Xbox, and then also stop and playing a movie or something like that. Because with this is instant, right? It doesn't have to wait for the controller. So like when the movie gets done, I'm picking up this and pausing it, exiting out and stuff like that. I don't have to wait for the controller to basically go through, and you're already trying to get to someplace else by the time the controller turns on. So I thought this was a very added benefit. PDP did an excellent job. I think this has a lot of advantages over the Microsoft remote, and granted that this is much bigger because I'm not going to use any of the the One Guide stuff or the TV stuff really, but overall I think that this remote has a lot of advantages that the Microsoft one doesn't. I think PDP did an excellent job at highlighting and making a remote that's going to basically do everything you kind of want and have the ability to, if something doesn't implement like the play buttons or whatever, you still have, the A, B, X, Y buttons to fall back on. And I think that was an added benefit. Now, some things that I might like added in a future one is maybe like a Cortana button. If Microsoft keeps adding in skills to Cortana, that might be a nice little added benefit that the PDP could add in, maybe another new version of it, and maybe even a mic. I don't know what that would all entail, but that's just a idea. If you have those skills, you can then connect, and have your mic right there. A nice added benefit. But overall, this remote I would definitely look at if you are somebody that's going to put in and have the Xbox One as your center of your media cabinet, right? So this was a huge help for me. I'm glad I spent the $20 on it because it's been a help to be able to help navigate and also transition and make it easy for everyone in the household to use the Xbox or Xbox One. So I do want to thank you for watching. Thank you for taking the time to help this channel grow. And until next time, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching Graya Overload. If you like this content, be sure to subscribe.